Munster run riot at Scarlets while Edinburgh fightback denies Zebre Parma rare victory. Munster showed their superior fitness and quality as they eased to a 42-7 bonus point victory over Scarlets in the United Rugby Championship on Friday. Tries from Gavin, Coombes, 2, Jack O'Sullivan, Thomas Ahern, Sean O'Brien and Shay McCarthy saw Graham Rowntree's men to a maximum haul at Parker Scarlets. Joe Roberts scored the Welsh region's only try in a result that sees Munster shoot up the table to 6th spot before the weekend's remaining games while Scarlets sit in 14th. Dan Jones led out Scarlets on his 150th appearance for the club and his first since tearing a hamstring back in September. His side had the better of the early exchanges but Munster were first on the scoreboard when Coombes drove over from close range. The hosts continued to struggle in the scrum by conceding a number of penalties and this gave Munster easy attacking platforms. The Welsh region were then placed under considerable pressure and eventually their heroic defence caved in when Coombes powered across for his second. Joey Carberry again converted to give his side a deserved 14-0 interval lead. 7 minutes after the interval, Scarlets changed their half-backs in an attempt to revive their fortunes and it paid immediate dividends when from a line out on halfway, Roberts powered through a gap in midfield for an excellent individual try. For the first time in the game, Scarlets briefly threatened an upset but their opponents soon upped their game. First Mike Haley was forced into touch by a cover tackle from Johan Nicholas before Connor Murray dummied his way over from a 5-metre scrum only to be denied by the TMO for an earlier obstruction. However, the visitors were not to be denied with replacement O'Sullivan crashing over for his side's third to put daylight between the teams. Any hopes of a Scarlets comeback were soon extinguished when Ahern scored their bonus point try before late tries from O'Brien and McCarthy emphasised their superiority. Edinburgh win at Zebre Parma. Edinburgh were far from their best and made Zebre Parma pay for a lack of discipline as they left it late to secure a hard-fought 24-19 United Rugby Championship victory at Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi. The Scottish side trailed for the majority of the game due to an early Gonzalo Garcia try and the boot of Giovanni Montemauri, but they eventually wore the Italians down. The Italians were quick out of the blocks and went in for the game's opening try after just 3 minutes of the contest. It was Dangerman Simone Gessi who was the architect of the score as he broke through 3 tackles down the left wing before flipping the ball to scrum half Garcia to cross. Montemauri converted from the touchline. And after soaking up a period of Edinburgh pressure when strong defence denied the Scottish side's rolling maul, Montemauri extended the advantage with a straightforward penalty. Edinburgh finally got on the board 7 minutes before the interval when Healy slotted a penalty but a disjointed first-half display left them with work to do after the interval. Montemauri kicked another penalty early in the second half before Edinburgh got themselves right back into the game with 46 minutes on the clock. Edinburgh were knocking on the door against a spirited Zebre rearguard and in the 8th phase Venter managed the squeeze under the covering Zebre defence to touch down, with Healy's conversion making it 13-10. But the home side would not lie down and Montemauri sent over a third penalty of the evening after Edinburgh were penalised for not releasing after a tackle. Edinburgh went ahead for the first time with 12 minutes remaining when referee Ben Whitehouse went under the posts to award a penalty try after Dylan de Leeuw was yellow-carded for hauling down a dangerous rolling maul and that left the Scots 17-16 ahead. The visitors stretched their advantage as lack of discipline caught up with Zebre and it was again the maul that caused the damage as Cherry powered over with the Italian defence in disarray following 3 straight penalties deep in their own half. Geronimo Prisciantelli's late penalty secured a losing bonus point for Zebre, their 7th of the season.